I'm on a roll, why bother stopping? This is a machine that I've had for a decent short period of time. Long but short. I haven't had it quite a year yet. And I just actually found the receipt from the Oric Clean Home Center that I bought my Miele from. I got that December 10th of 2016. Well, actually, it's one of the 2 Platinum Collection machines that you can buy new that are left. It would be this one, and it's probably because it's less expensive to make, and the Hoover Lynx Platinum Collection model. Both of these machines are made, well, both of the Platinum Collection machines are made in Royal models and Oric models. And they are also made in commercial models as well. You can get this in the Hoover commercial lineup. It's called the Hush Tone Upright. I don't know as if it's quieter than this because this one's not really quiet. There is also the Royal model. I don't believe advertises that it has wind tunnel technology. But anyway, this machine I'm happy with, but not too happy with. It's very similar to an Oric. TTI owns Oric now, so I think that they're getting a little bit of their cool designs, like their LED lights. I love the LED headlight in this vacuum. There's 2 headlights, actually. It has a high and a low, and it's a digital click button. It's not a switch like the Oric. So it's probably more expensive to replace, and it's probably going to be less longevity-wise. You can see the vacuum kind of bows out there at this top portion. It's kind of shaped like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just oddly shaped. And it looks short, but it's not really all that short. I'd say it's the height of a normal vacuum. Hoovers tend to be short as it is. And the bag on this vacuum is just very large. It is a harder, hard-sided bag. And when I say hard-sided, I don't mean like plastic. I just mean like it's a reinforced bag, and it's pretty nice. The handle is very similar to an Oric helping hand handle, but it's not as nicely made. It's hollow on the inside, and it tends to bend and wiggle a little more. And when you pick it up, you can feel it kind of give just a tad. The Oric's handle is better made, and it's a little larger, and it folds down, and it also doubles as the cord hook. So it's up when the cord's wrapped around it, and then it lays down to go under low furniture. The furniture height clearance on this machine, it will go down a little bit more, but it goes pretty flat. Which is nice, you know, it gets underneath things pretty well. It has a big fan in it. I believe it's a 5.5 amp motor, which is not an Oric motor, because they only do 3.5 amps. It is a 5.5 amp, yes. Now, the back of the vacuum, all the cords and everything are contained. Unlike an Oric, everything kind of just hangs out. There's a wire that comes down from their handle down to the base, and then there's another wire that's attached at the handle also for the fingertip controls. So I like that they contained it, but again, it's just an expensive part to replace, and for some reason I read somewhere that when people try and replace these handles for going faulty, the new handles don't work with the vacuum for some strange reason. So I have plastic on my check bag thing here, and I guess I could take it off, but even just the screen behind it is kind of coming undone, which I don't really care for. I've never had a check bag light or the check bag light come on this vacuum, and the light is a little less blue than what this is showing. It's a dark blue and it's less bright. But the buttons also light up for the different speed that you have it on. The brush roll kind of goes width to width on this vacuum. You've got, you know, pretty decent side groomers. It's got a stiff normal Hoover brush on it, which is really great for really deep down tough cleaning. I would say that this will probably out clean an Oric. It does have rubber wheels, but the reason why I choose an Orc over this is because it has these front wheels that keep the vacuum from being able to really get into the carpet. On this carpet, it's not as big of a deal because it's a thicker plush style carpeting anyway. But on like the low pile that I have in some of the other places in the house, the Brushroll doesn't even touch the carpet. So I don't really like that. It does have a stair handle right here at the headlight area. And the bags. I should probably show that. I need to shut something off really quick. So, I'm making Hot Pockets in my air fryer. The bag on this, it's a dual zipper outer bag. I really like the material that the front is made out of. It's this very thick foam material. And then you've got your Hoover Q bags in here. And the docking station is very different. It's got a very nice thick bag. It's a very large bag, too. Very large. I would say it's probably 2.5 feet long. And the back is pretty meshy. You can see right through it. Okay. So the bag dock works pretty simple. You just slide this over to the side, and then this will come up and off the vacuum. And it uses a standard hole. It doesn't use like the Oric style bag dock, which is kind of strange. I'd think that they would, but maybe that's just an Oric only sort of thing. And you zip this up. And I usually leave both of my zippers right at the top of the vacuum, just to sit there. I do have the hand canister, but I kind of think it's worthless to show it because it's not all that great. It's not really powerful. And someone had told me on YouTube that I should try using salt. So I have a nice pile of salt here, just table salt. And I didn't spread it out because I don't really do up-close videos anymore of the vacuum running. Some vacuums with good agitation. This one has good agitation. Hoovers sort of do because they use clutch systems. Very few of their canisters have independent, or very few of their vacuums that they make have independent motors for the Brushroll, and you can really tell when they do because they're really wimpy and they kind of sound like a food processor. They don't agitate extremely well, unlike like a Miele with its twin motor, and it almost uses like a power nozzle brush. It's not a cheap design. So I will try and do a close-up of that part, but I usually just do the video like this anyway. So watch the headlights. I really like them. They do like a really nice sharp cutoff, kind of like an HID in a car. It has a slow start. Show you the slow start too. See that really sharp cutoff with the light? It does like a rainbow right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I really like it. It is a pretty good vacuum. It's definitely an inexpensive alternative to a lightweight upright. It'll get you into a lightweight upright pretty well, and it does a great job grooming. the carpet, but again, it's only on certain carpets that it does a good job on. My only concern about it is how long it will last, not just because of the reviews that I've seen, because I don't really see any initial people complaining about the build quality on the vacuum, because it does seem pretty solid. It's very strangely designed, if you ask me, because it's not really like an Oreck, and it's not really like a Riccar. This has a lot more electronics in it. It will also shut off if you snag something or run something over. It will shut off. But it has all the wires and everything are contained on the inside. I don't know if a Riccar has that or not, but Riccars don't have slow starts. Only some Orecks have a slow start. It has a magnet in the Brushroll to count, also similar to an Oreck, the New Conquer, and the Command both have that. But it has like a normal vacuum Brushroll. It's not like a, to me, it reminds me very Hoover of the brand. They didn't really design it differently, I guess, for like the vacuum to be more lightweight or have a special Brushroll. To me, it has just as good of agitation, and it's very much like using a full-size Hoover. So, I wouldn't really say that they took much from Oreck to design this, though it does sound very similar to one. But otherwise, I really like it. I don't use it that much because it's not really worth pulling out to just do the carpets that it does a good job on, and that's it. Plus, I don't really use my Orecks all that much as it is anyway. I used to, but once I started getting into vacuums that were easy to use attachments and things on, I've started to use those more. But now that I'm taking some of these vacuums back out to use them over again, I'm starting to fall back in love with using them or just liking to use them again. So I'm going to try and start like more of a rotation to keep things going rather than bags and stuff getting stagnant. And also the cord is very nice and lengthy on this vacuum too. Most of it stayed coiled up while I vacuumed. So if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I don't know as if Hoover will honor the Platinum Collection hotline anymore, because this is like a special 1-800 number. It even says 1-877-MY-PLATINUM. I don't know if they still do that anymore. They could, but they may not. But please like, comment, and subscribe. I do enjoy people's conversations and comments. I try and reply to everybody. I don't think I haven't replied to anyone. So, again, thank you.